Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to today's edition of Community Engagement. This is Ahmed Sharif with Minority Center. Today we have as a guest George Wisner, uh, George Foley, who is the president of the Liberian Old Timer Association here in Pennsylvania. So we are going to be meeting with Mr. George Fuller, who is the president for POCSA. POCSA is the Pennsylvania Old Timer Association here in Philadelphia. As soon as Mr. Fuller can join us today with maybe a couple of other people, we'll be going live and seeing what is going on in the community with the Old Timer Association. But in the meantime, we're going to give you some music.
Will so phase in all things, give thanks to the Papa. Build your fish too, don't ever lose it. Anything that happens, just roll. Go there, you stay there, you stay there, you stay there, you read there, down there when I leave there. No. Go there, you stay there, you stay there, you stay there, you read there, down there when I leave there. No. The problem will be evil, you don't get money. Know that you were born to win. Never ever limit yourself. I know challenges will come, but they will not stay long. It go better. One day, yes, it go better. It go better. One day, it go better. And anybody ask you how you doing? The place stay here, how you living? School fees and coming, how you pay? In this life, yes, you will make it. Any challenges, you will pass it. You enjoy your future. No matter the problem to be, evil you don't get money. Know that you were born to win. I know challenges will come, but they will not stay long. It go better. One day, yes, it go better. It go better. One day, it go better.
Thank you. We are still waiting on our guest. We are awaiting the arrival of Mr. Josh, president of the POCSA, Liberian Old Timer Community Association. Here in Philadelphia. We are going to be talking to him about some of the engagements that they have been having with the community in general. This is Ahmed Sharif, your host.
You don't get money. Know that you were born to win. Never ever limit yourself. I know challenges will come, but they will not stay long.
Our guest is here. We're going to be bringing him. Mr. Fuller, can you hear me? Mr. Fuller, can you hear me? All right, Mr. Fuller is in the background, but maybe he is having problem connecting.
Let's take it easy in this world. I say the rocky one day a blessing will show face. In all things, give thanks to the Papa. Build your fist.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Ahmed Sharif. Once again, we are going to be meeting with the president of the POCSA, which is the Pennsylvania Old Timers Community Sports Association here in Philadelphia. And the president is no other than Josh Foley. Josh Foley is the new president of POCSA. We are going to be meeting with him to talk about the community, what are the events that they are having for the year, and everything else, a lot of goodies that he's supposed to be discussing with us. So we are waiting for Mr. George Foley.
Ever lose it. Anything that happen, just roll. Go there, stay there, you stay there, you stay there, you read there, down there when I leave there. No. Go there, you stay there, you stay there, you stay.
Mr. Foley, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of this program today. Once again, for our listening public, this is Ahmed Sharif here on the Minority Center radio and TV program. Today, we are going to be talking to Mr. George Foley, who is the president of POCSA, which is the Pennsylvania Old Timers Community Sports Association, located here in Philadelphia. And we are going to be talking to him, and hopefully, we are going to be joined by other people also who are going to be part of it. But most important, we have the CEO of Minority Center, Mr. Alaska Wisner. He is also going to be a part of this discussion in the background. So that's where we are going to be starting today. Mr. Foley, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, all. Thank you. Good to be
Thank
here.
you. CEO, do you want to say something? Opening statement from you? All right, I don't think he is on. Mr. Foley?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are very happy to be joined by you today to sit down and talk about POCSA, which is the Pennsylvania Old Timers Community Sports Association located here in Philadelphia. I know you have a lot of programs that are going to be coming up for the rest of the year and on to next year. So today we are just going to be talking on some of your engagements with the community, some of the things that you plan on doing in the community as far as POCSA is concerned. It's open to you, sir.
Yeah, again, thank you for having us on. As you rightfully said, my name is Reverend George Foley. I'm the president of the Philadelphia Old Timer Community Sport Association. POCSA, the acronym for that, we mostly deal with what in the community and try to go through everything that we do through sports. We try to elevate young men, and women, encourage them, elevate them, try to teach them something, bettering themselves, within the community.
Thank you for that. Can you give us a little bit of a history on POCSA, how long you have been around and how you were organized? What can you tell us?
POCSA have been in existence for the last 25 plus years. I tap onto POCSA migrating from the Washington, D.C. area. POCSA have been around, were founded by a group of men, and if I can say, that thought it wise to just come back to the sport again, to give back to the community. One of the things we find here, the demographic of Liberians, mostly Liberians, we try to see how best we can get or collaborate and get together again for the betterment of the community. POCSA within itself started out years before, like I said, before I got here. I tapped onto them about 20 years ago. All right, coming from another sporting environment within the DMV of something that I did earlier. POCSA consists of close to 170 or close to 200 people. Right now, we have integrated women, which is a good thing, And again, like I said, it's all about community work, what we try to do, again, through sports.
Thank you. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Ahmed Sharif for Minority Center for Participation, Radio and TV. But before we continue with the president of POCSA, I just wanted us to bring in the CEO for Minority Center, who is also a member of POCSA, to talk to us a little bit. Mr. Wisner, you are on. Mr. Wisner, are you with us? Mr. Wisner? All right, so we will continue with our program with Mr. President, Mr. George Foley. Mr. Wisner, are you with us? Mr. Wisner? Are you with us?
Hello?
Are you with us?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me see. But I'm not live here, right?
You are live. We've
Why you
been
didn't tell
calling
me?
on you to say something.
Yes, you told me that I'm getting on live.
Yeah, you have been live. You've been sitting there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like you to meet Mr. Alaska Wisner, who is the CEO and founder of Minority Center for Participation. Mr. Wisner is the brainchild behind all of this. Today, we are meeting with Mr. Foley, but we want to bring in Mr. Wisner to tell us a little bit about what he's got to say as an introduction. Go ahead, Mr. Wisner.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, I didn't hear you. Sorry, I was busy in my office doing something else. I didn't know I was live.
No, you were live, so I had to put you there. This is our third time calling you.
Okay, how are you, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Wisner. Again, welcome to the program. You are here. We are talking to Mr. Foley, who is the president of Pennsylvania Old Timers Community Sports Association, an organization of which you are a part. He just gave us a brief historicity of POCSA. So before we can delve into it, we wanted to bring you in to just give us a little bit of word of, wisdom on what, how do you see this whole thing here?
When you say word of wisdom, you be specific. You talk about POCSA.
POCSA,
So-
we are discussing POCSA today.
Yeah. So what the question?
The question is what is POCSA? Where have you been with POCSA yourself? How did you become a member of POCSA? So today we are just going to be talking about POCSA, since I have already given your profile to the world out there.
Oh, thank you. Well, POCSA, the Pennsylvania Old Timer Community Sports Association, is one of those original Old Timer Sports Association in the Americas. People take this copy Philadelphia, and when they started some times ago, we have gentlemen who play soccer back home, and even those who did not play soccer back home came here and they were around the Kinsession Field area. Those who know around Kinsession, those guys started something. And when you come to America, sometimes people were much younger and people were bold. So people who came that time could just come together fast. And that served as a therapy. And when they came, they decided to lead and hold elections to get order of leadership. And just during that time, I think we have Ben Roberts and other guys who started this thing. Ben Bravo, Tim Wilson, and other guys. Alasha Java. Those guys came way back and started the whole thing about POCSA. And then later on, uh, some of all came down way the line. I know there was several administration long before some of all came on. You know, so yeah, POCSA is a point of therapy. But you know how we are born in this country. When you go to work, from work you go home, and on Saturday nothing to do. So POCSA has been
You want
that
to be stressed.
group to balance that, to give her that therapy.
Yeah.
Going on POCSA fee alone on Saturday has been a boost to most, it has been a help to most of us because if we don't have anywhere to go, POCSA is the one that we turn to, and even exercising in the morning. For those of us who have not exercised long time back home, the first time I play on soccer, I play on POCSA field, I went home, I felt good. Although my knee, everything hurt me, but I felt like coming back again, you know, because that was a great therapy, So yeah, POCSA is POCSA itself is something, is a group that everybody want to be a part of because it's good. And the good thing I like about it is that it brings together Liberians who once play active role in soccer, Liberians who play soccer match back home, like we had those who play for Lone Star, and let's talk about Barrow and IE because Lone Star is the all over group. So those who play for Barrow and those who play for IE came on the side and became one to play for one team. And, we had we had the Old Timers Sports Association, then from there Trenton, even the guys in Minnesota are Blau, and, then other guys in other places like Maryland, then Delaware came later. So POCSA has been our lead, and I think 2015 we served as president for POCSA, and during our time there were a lot of activities, and, yeah, there were a lot of activities, and just as and if I like how Mr. Foley or Reverend Foley is very enthusiastic. He's into the game. He's into the organization. Before he became president, he sat there managing things from the below. So when he decided to run as president, I thought he was the right person to run. And since then he took over, he's been managing well. So yes, POCSA is there, and we are proud to be a member of POCSA.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you very much, CEO. That was you gave us a lot of things about POSA. I did not become a member of POSA only because I was living in a different community. But there's something you guys said here, which is true. I live in the Northeast area, which is Bucks County. So we organized our own sporting association there. So we were part of that, but that's not what we are talking about today. So I can say safely, you guys were even in existence before us. So whenever some of your members move on that side, as former president of my club, I recruited them and brought them into my team. And of course, they just stay on that side. And thank you very much. Mr. Foley, I wanted you to tell me a little bit about when you became president. I know you are there for 2 years. And what is your agenda for the next 2 years? What are some of the things that you plan on doing for the next 2 years, in addition to fostering that brotherhood, bringing community friends together, bringing people together? Because like CEO said, the Old Timers Association is really intended to bring people together, not just people who actually play sports, but some people who are even sports enthusiasts, people who love the game, but maybe they not even get to play. So here in America, they got to play the game at some point. They got to play on the team if whatever team they were playing was okay for them to play that game, because some games were very competitive. But what is when what do you plan on doing for the next 2 years, and when did you become president of this organization?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As the CEO just said too, of the, I don't know, we got that he served at one time as president of this unique association. This will be my second term. We did 2 years, a 2 years term. This is my second term within there. What we have decided to do, to let not only the community, but let us know that we are not limited. We are not limited. All right. We decided to propel POCSA to even a bigger and better level. What am I saying? We decided to engage. We decided to engage the community. We decided to engage the city. We decided to engage whomever, to bring them in. Like the CEO said earlier, POCSA and where we assemble is therapeutic for us all. Most time when we having program and things, people get to understand that we took away the limitation of maybe it was just an all men club. Right now we got women kickball. We got women, because most of the time we need the women. We got vendors that come in to do things about, just to make the day go by. So our first year was to, I won't say restructure because it was COVID. We had a lot of work to do in putting things back together as per POCSA. This year, like I said, we intend on moving it to bigger and better for the next, whoever will come during the next term. What does that mean? Bringing young folks in, taking them off the street, if I can say, using their talent to better themselves. Okay, engaging authorities, let them know that we too are here. We come here with no intent of doing no harm or no anything, but just using sports to make ourselves to make ourselves known that we are part of this society. We intend on doing a couple of programs we got planned for November. We we haven't traveled in a long time. Stuff we decided to do going on within my administration come for next year and finishing up this year.
Thank you very much, Mr. Foley. Thank you very much. And I think those are really key points that you were striking about bringing people together. Because
Exactly.
I think the good thing about the Old Timers Sports Association,
Mhm.
it's not just an old people's football club, as
Exactly.
most people may think about it.
Hmm.
Well, actually, you were actually able to bring in some young people also, because you have somebody who is in their 30s and sometimes maybe even in their 20s playing with people who are their fathers,
Yep.
So these are the kind of togetherness that we try to bring in the community, and that is really what the association has all been about. You
Yep.
have father and son playing, and sometimes you have the mothers who are also part of the club, which is really basically all of the things that you are trying to say.
Mhm.
Uh, but the most important thing about it is bringing people in the community together. You know,
Exactly.
I know you just touched a little bit on a program that you are about to have on November 30th, which is a ball for POCSA. Tell us a little bit about that program. What is it about? What do you hope to achieve? Is it a fundraiser, or is it just a yearly event, or is this something which is the first of its kind?
Um, Again, thank you. So the November 30th event actually is an all-day event. All right. One of the things we found out, especially for where we always assemble on the Lindbergh field, is that we were engaging authorities most time, because a lot of people don't even know about the Liberians, what we do, in reference to sport. They may say we are a little loud, they may say we play our music, they may say we always happy, and we like to have fun. So what we decided to do is to let them know, let them come and see for themselves. What we were able to do through this leadership was to, like I said, engage the authority, was to engage the police, was to engage, because most of the time the neighbor will call the police about something. Where we assemble again is there is a dialysis center. Again, about a lot of misunderstanding, we decided to clarify that. Now to November 30, what you're talking about. That night we are having a dinner ball, but before that, in the morning, we are finally break the gap, the gap to even engage the police. The police have a soccer team. We will be playing, POCSA will be playing the police department, Philadelphia Police Department that morning. All right. They too are excited. They too want to know more. They too want to taste our cuisine. It's something that we always have. And they too want to get involved to know more about other Liberian associations, even with like Minority Center. They want to know. Because we ask them, come and see for who we really are. It's not what everybody think. So we will be playing them that day. But before we even play them, if I can even throw this in, I have other organizations that have tapped in. Minority Center, great ball player from Liberia. They just tap on, they tap on. They will be coming through too, to continue to engage authority. One of the things that we found out with a lot of organizations, especially within this area, most of the time we got to pay money for this. These are things that are available for us, but a lot of people don't know. So we're taking this avenue to educate our own people, engage the police, let the police get involved. So on that morning, I think about 9 o'clock, we will engage the police in a soccer match, all right, on the Lindbergh field. Not only that, businesses, association, wherever, they can bring forward a table or the template or wherever to talk about more, because there will be authorities there. The ABC News, Channel 7, is supposed to be there live too, again, to honor this program. Back to your question. That night, we decided to have a dinner ball, elegant dinner ball, all black affair. All right. It is not a fundraising. What we thought it was, hey, how best can these people get to know us and that know that we are not limited to just the soccer field or the soccer jocks? We too can engage. We too can get acquainted. We too can, and sit down, laugh and drink, and let them know who we are more than the soccer field. So the dinner ball that night, okay, it will be over at the Springfield Country Club, all black affair. It is not a fundraising. But what we also decided to do was to honor some grassrooters within the community. Not that they haven't been honored, but we were able to engage these people. They're like, I'll give you an example. Number one, Minority Center, although I'm on the show, this is something that started out by a brother that we know, and is doing so much about gun violence and what have you within the community. Exodus Funeral Home. Exodus is a Liberian that does, funeral services far and above. Yeah, people know him, but how many times people have tapped onto him? Liberian soccer icon, Nyimba Mama Musa. We reached out to him. Not that other player wasn't good enough, but something about it, when we call him, he's like, oh, nobody have ever done this. So we're just trying to change the dynamic. Well, again, it's not a fundraiser. Like I said, we will be there celebrating on a couple of people, just celebrating ourselves, celebrating the community in style. I'll leave that there right now. Thank you.
Wow, this is actually bigger than you can imagine. Playing the Philadelphia Police Department.
Exactly.
I think that is really, really big. That is very huge to actually engage the police department in a friendly football match. So I can see that POCSA is now branching into other communities also, rather than just inviting other Liberian communities to come and fellowship together. Now you are actually beginning setting a different trend.
Yes.
This is a new trend. This is a new dispensation that you are actually setting, that you can actually engage the police department, who are supposed to be keeping the peace, but to come and interact with the community. I think this is something really laudable. Even though this is something that Minority Center has been championing as far as sponsoring march, for gun violence, for gun violence awareness marches and those kinds of things. Mr. Wisdom, how does that tie in with your own wisdom of where you have tried to engage this community as far as bringing in people from within uh, our direct community, not just our fellow Liberians, but also looking at people from, just the community in general?
You mean what? So your question is, how do I
How does
engage?
this tie in? They are going to be playing the Philadelphia Police Department. Now, you have really been engaging the Philadelphia community. You have been engaging the politicians, you've been engaging police department, you've been engaging civil society groups in Philadelphia and also in Pennsylvania. Now, POSA is also bringing in the police, the Pennsylvania, I mean, the Philadelphia Police Department to play a game in that day. So, how does that really tie into everything you have been seeing or everything that you have been bringing to this community?
Okay, in this case, you're asking me as the front runner of
Yes,
the Minority Center.
Minority Center. Yes,
Yeah.
Because before then, I was speaking as the former president of POCSA,
yes.
but now I'm speaking as minority. Yes. What as I said, let me commend Mr. Foley for his tremendous work he's doing. That is impacting a lot of people in the community. If you see on Saturday, a lot of people just come and they just go on the soccer field. They just want to be somewhere. And, I think when the speaker, when different government officials come here, they come on soccer, they come with you. And to keep these boys together, you must need a leader to keep things going. And so I will commend him for that. So on your question, as you are already aware, the minority center is the name minority means people of color, people of color which include immigrants and others. Once you black, you brown, you are an immigrant. No, you are a minority. Besides the color white, besides Caucasian. So we have reached out to Spanish speaking people, Latino. We have reached out to Asian. We have reached out to Caribbean and our fellow African Americans and Africans. We have reached out to them. And we have a group called Minority Solidarity. If you look at our website, that group means people of minority background coming together to carry on initiatives. So yes, we have reached out to them and we talk meeting with people in government. We are championing that. We have connection with the Congresswoman office in the district we are. We have connection with the senator office. The senator have been here before. We have connection with the representative. He has been here several times. We
You mean
have
state
connection with,
representatives?
say that again, the state representative.
State representatives, yeah.
Yeah, the state have been here. The state senator have been here, and even the city mayor. And recently we had some projects, sending some project. We have the Congresswoman giving us letter of support, including the senator and the state representative, giving a letter of support for our project. We in touch with them. We're in touch with the police. When we're marching, the police will march with us. Even in Delaware County, where we are, we saw that the mayor for Derby Borough marched with us. The judge of the ministerial court in calling the Judge Lee Grahams also took part in our march. He visited us. What we try to do is to build rapport uh, between our minority population and the government, people who are stakeholders in the government, so that tomorrow something happens, I can ask. Just imagine if the police know us well and they comfortable with us, they know what we're doing. That we promote peace. We are against violence. We're promoting peace in the community, fighting against gun violence. I think the police guy. I can remember one time. I think 1 year ago, on a pass by, he said, "Oh, the gun violence guy." That's how he called me. The police chief, Green, Captain Green from 12 District. He called me the gun violence guy. About I think 1 year ago, when I went there to see how we can do something, have a conversation. So yeah, once they know you and something happen, you call and say, "Look, I'm this person," and the person in question, I can vouch for the person. The people respect you, and that's the build. That's the way we want to how we want to build the relationship. We also have in contact with immigration lawyers and criminal lawyers. Uh, just yesterday, our one of our minority brothers had an issue while he was working at the prison, and when he was working at the prison, one of the inmates died, and he left that prison some time ago. He's no more working there, but the lawyer for the person that died called him and said that he needed to talk to him. We all speaking to a lawyer, he started talking, blah blah blah. Then
Mm.
later on, they wrote him and invited him, started him to court. Wow. So he told me, I said, "Well, I don't know, but you shouldn't have even said anything when they call you first. You should have sought the permission for lawyer." Then now that he told me, "Oh, I will go there. I don't want lawyer self to go right now. I'll just go and get public defender." And he met somebody else, and the person after some time he got started getting a friend. Someone told him he needed a lawyer. So he went to a gentleman charging $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, for a
Mm.
lawyer charging $5,000. So what I did was that because before when I got here, I started contacting other lawyers. There's this guy in Philadelphia, a white guy, came to the office. He said, "Look, I'm here to work with you. And once you bring, I know people get in trouble, even people who are not supposed to be in jail are in jail, only because they don't have lawyers. And they overstay because nobody there to even ask for the case to be heard. So they had to go in touch with the criminal guy downtown. So I gave him the guy, I called the guy, I said, when I called him, he called my name. I said, "Man, one of my boys are in trouble. I want you to," he's okay, give you his number. So when he called the guy, just 1 or 2 hours ago, he called me back and said, "Oh, thank you very much. The guy number he gave me, the other guy I called, he charged me, the Liberian guy I called, charged me $5,000. But the man told me what to do. The man told me, say, I don't even need to pay. The guy number he gave me. He said, the fact that I'm working with the prison have their own representation. The prison, there's a lawyer for the prison. So the lawyer, so what he did, when the guy told him that he called the number, the people say, "Oh, but then call the other number." The guy said, "No, but I'll represent you because you used to work for the prison. You will not pay any money." So you see it? So the fact that we are in contact with a lawyer and the lawyer was able to speak to him, he feel at least free because you are going to pay $5,000 for. And the guy told him by Friday he must send 1,500 to him. Give him
Wow.
1,500. Well, I bought taking money from. But because minority center, so I told you that what minority center is about. That our $800, 800 number you see, 800 number on our website, 800-538-1599. When somebody arrests you, for example, and carry you to jail, and you don't have anybody to contact, call that number and leave message. We play that number, just leave message that they brought me to this police station or the jail, and I don't have anybody. We will go after that. We'll look for a lawyer to see how we can work with you to find out why you are in jail. We're not encouraging people to cause trouble to go to jail, but at least we want to know what happened, what your case is. Then we can see. These are facilities the minority center has, but more people don't know. And that's why we need to keep the awareness. Yes, we are here. We have that number, and we have these services. We want for people to make use of it. The reason why we were formed that is because we thought that 2 million African American, Africans, Caribbean people just going to jail, and you go check in the prison company filled with minority folks, and some of them just there for lesser crime. And that's what we are funded. So we want for people to take advantage of this center. You can even if you get anything to do, just come here and sit down. We sit down and just in our conference room we have a TV there, and you can even watch news. That's a Grace of Community Center. We told people if on a Sunday, for example, if you want to send fax, you want to scan paper, scan your document, you want to do resume, you want to do something on the day the library is closed, call us. We'll see how we can help you if there's emergency. And we have been doing it before. So now on Sundays, people call me and say, "Oh, can you help? Let me print my paper. Can you let me do this?" We help. So that's what we are for. We just here to help. We are not charging people for stuff.
And that is community empowerment.
Yeah.
Community.
Once you participate, you get empowered. That's what we are for.
Thank you. That's the CEO of Minority Center for Participation and Empowerment, Mr. Alaska Wisner. You have really brought a lot to this community, and a lot of people are motivated by the work that you do. I mean, I saw that firsthand on the day of the gun violence march, because I was here and I was present for it. It was really a deal breaker to see that officials from Delaware County would join with officials from Philadelphia and bringing all of these people together, because the march started at the Borough Hall in Derby and then came down into Philadelphia. The Derby police escorted the marchers, and people were really impressed. People were honking in positive tone, supporting the march, and everybody was really coming out to see. And by the time you could enter the county line of Philadelphia, the Philadelphia police was there to take over the escort. And they made it very big, and some of them even joined the march. They were very happy to be there. That was really a deal breaker for Minority Center in the community on that day that march took place. And I just want to say once again, thank you for organizing that. Coming back to you, Mr. Foley,
Mhm.
POCSA, Liberian Old Timer Sports Association of Pennsylvania. Uh, how do you get your membership? Do people pay membership fees? How large is it? What do you do to drive your membership to make people come to you?
I will piggyback on what the CEO said. Once you tap onto POSA or even come to where we at, it's something therapeutic that you cannot explain. You know, just being around there is just something different. It is open to everybody. Right now, like I said, we include women, men, women. Our membership is simple. It's $60 a year. New member is $75 a year. That's the only revenue that we have. We got a couple of programs that we do during the year. We got what we call Family Day every July 4th. Every July 4th, we give back to the community. Children, just food, have celebration, give back to the kids and what have you. So we are open. Right now, we have a membership of close to 200 members, and more people wanting to join. Most of our membership come from word of mouth. We are binded by a constitution. We have a board that governs us. We got executive, and we got members, rules and regulations that we have to follow. But it's so simple. It's just open to anybody who want to join.
Thank you. My other question is there used to be a yearly event in the past
Mm-hmm.
where POSA will host a tournament to bring people from different communities. In the past, you will host the POSA tournament and bring in Delva, bring in Bucks County, uh, bring in the East Coast. There was
Yeah.
another thing called East Coast, and then you also bring the team from Trenton,
Yeah.
and then Colesville, and then of course our brothers from Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be a huge event where even former President George Weah used to come and participate in our
Exactly.
a tournament.
Mhm.
One time I remember him and I think Eugene Nangbe, they were both there playing for one of the teams. It was very big. So that would just tell you how big this community sports association has been. And then you also invite other country teams because you also have the Sierra Leone community. They form the Leone Star of in America, and so is the Lone Star in America, and all of that. What is your plan to bring back those kinds of camaraderie between POSA and the rest of those organizations? How do you foresee that happening in this coming 2025?
Uh, uh, to answer the question, it haven't gone away. I think COVID put a setback for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. This weekend, actually, we are having a tournament with Delaware, Trenton. We're closing our season come this weekend, this Saturday on Lindbergh Field. We still do. The Sierra Leonean, I would say our partner in crime. There's a 40 guy called 40 right now. He run a cheering academy, a sports soccer academy on the same Lindbergh Field on Tuesday, I think Thursday. We were just there last night. So one of the things that we're trying to do, and I think the CEO mentioned another avenue, we are collaborating. One of the things we found out in this community, people don't like to collaborate. Everybody wants to take glory. In order to propel to what you want in this life, in this community, we have to collaborate because your strength may not be my strength. My strength may not be your strength. My leadership may not be your leadership. It's all about coming together. I will tell you this much, and not because I'm on the show. A year or two ago, there was an issue on the Lindbergh Field. All right, for some reason, whatever happened, it cost authority a lot of money, to have these people dispersed, right? To a point that Lindbergh was almost shut down. Your CEO, I remember after that debacle, your CEO was one of the persons that reached out to us. We were the one that were trying to negotiate to see how best and what really happened. Like he said, with Minority Center, we wanted to know what happened. And truth be told, we weren't even part of it. It was somebody who went and got a permit for 250 on the fee for that day, which we didn't know about. I mean, we knew about, but we didn't know about the permit. We were just supporting. And they had 3,000 people. The resources wasn't there. But the point I'm trying to make to this is that Wisner, maybe you put on his cap as Minority Center and as a POCSA member, we were working behind the scene, meeting people in order to see how best we can go back and get, stay on the field, because we've been on that field for the last 25 years with no problem. And everybody know. 4 months ago, we were in a meeting with Upper Darby Authority, the school district, concerning the July 26th. The first thing that came out was the Lindbergh fee and what happened. But we were able to let them know that most of the things we didn't even know about it. We didn't have anything to do with it. It goes back to my point of engagement. They will not know till you engage. They will not go, your councilman, your speaker, whoever, they work for you. And you got to get to them, you got to get to know them. One of the key persons I know, I think he's running for, if I'm not mistaken, sheriff for Pennsylvania, a Liberian Kosiliki. I was able to tap onto him to even talk to the governor. These are things that we are trying to do, but the key to
Delaware County. Delaware
County, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, Delaware County. But the key to this whole thing is all about collaboration. Now, let me get to a little bit with Minority Center, where we even tap on. The program we are having today, the first supporter that we have was Minority Center. When the idea came, and I will go back to another thing again. When Minority Center a year or two ago, when it started, Mr. Wisdom reached out to POCSA. We were the first to do the march. It wasn't as big as the last one, but we did. So all of us supporting each other, lifting each other hand, we moved to bigger and better. So the whole idea now where we at is all about collaboration. But to answer your question, no, it didn't go away. We, again, instead to re-energize it, bring it back to what it used to be at that time. It kind of simmered down a little, but we are doing this this weekend in reference to soccer. There will be a 4-team tournament this weekend to close the season in Delaware. I think Trenton, the Sierra Leoneans, and us, just to close our season. But we're still doing what we said we would do, that we used to do. Thank you.
And thank you very much for that answer. I bring in CEO once more.
Hmm.
CEO, you have been in this community. You have worked with both POCSA. You have played a leading role in many community organizations. Finally, you had a vision to open your own NGO, nonprofit organization here in the Pennsylvania area called the Minority Center for Participation. You have been able to reach out to all of the local and national politicians because the congressman and the U.S. congressman and the senators, they are not just local politicians. Those are people who are actually national politicians. They are known nationwide, even though they are not representing the entire country. But you are also somewhere in there being able to engage the local politicians and how you have been able to bring all of them and create this awareness to be able to know what is minority center and who you represent. What are what are some of the things that you really think uh, brings you together, brings your dream together with what POSA stands for, of which you were also a president? What is the one thing that you think really binds the two organizations?
Well, the one thing is that POSA serves the community, Minority Center serves the community, and basically we serve minority groupings. Majority of the people who are in POSA are immigrants, and we too are immigrants. And and I think what we can do in common is to is to collaborate our activities. And, uh, I think POSA has the strength of capable young men who are able to do things if they determine. If they determine to do that. So yeah, both of us reach out to people. Both of us have similar things to do. To one, I know one thing POSA is for too is to help to even reduce crime because POSA is having this program. When POSA is having activities in the field, it keep other people from going other places.
Hmm.
That they're not supposed to be. So it keep us together, have fun, socialize. So yeah, POSA in a minority center has similar objectives, except for where Minority Center itself is a business and POCSA is an organization. Minority Center is a business that has different departments: education, health, youth, and now we're going to senior, where we'll be reaching out to our seniors. We think that we have too many of our African and Caribbean, African American seniors around here, or even Asian and Latino, who need some level of attention. They just need to see somebody sitting down in the house and lecturing them. They just need somebody to take them from their house and carry them somewhere to play some in those posts in connection with their culture. If you're from Liberia, maybe you we take those older folks, papa, who in the senior ages now and say, look, let's play checker. Take two older person together play checker, or even a young man, an older person play checker. If you from Guinea or Sierra Leone, there's some dad I know they play, according to their culture, older people sit down with that dad, don't put no stuff there. You bring there, you bring it there, you bring the African music, you bring the music according to the person culture, and for the older old folks there, you just sit down there, they just eat, drink, and they play music, make them feel at home, interact with their other colleagues. Instead of just sitting there in the living room and babysitting, because what we know is that most of us who serve our parents back home, we just sit there, we just keep them in the living room or in the house. You say, oh man, look at my children. And we just do double. But sometimes we need to take our parents from the house, come outdoor and feel a little bit. So that's why our senior program is geared towards. And shortly you will hear the news. Yeah. So again, that's socialization. POCSA Minority Center is about socialization and making ourselves feel good.
Thank you. Thank you very much here for that elaborate explanation on where POSA and Minority Center meet to actually bring about community collaboration, bringing, establishing, and building some cohesion within the community to ensure that everybody is really connected with one another. Mr. Foley, that brings us back to you.
Hmm.
We are on our last question, and
Okay.
from there we will be giving, an overall of just your closing statement on what you think the people need to know. They, I know there is a big program. You already spoke about it on
Hmm.
November 30th.
Hmm.
What can you tell the listening public to encourage them to be a part of this program so that it will be a big success for POSA? What is the one thing that you can tell us to be why it is important for everybody to be a part of this one-day program that POSA is having? Uh, please take it from there.
Yeah. Again, I go back to what we say collaboration. Again, the CEO tap onto something. If I can just stress a little bit on it. Our older folks, most time, they want to come to America. But when they come to America, when they stay in the hub for steady money, want to go home because there's nothing to do. We are not limited to anything else. It's all of us collaborating with whomever. I was just in a meeting with another association to let them know there is so much resources that is here, you know, within the Philadelphia area that can be used to the benefit for us all, like witnesses, the seniors, and what have you. The whole idea of this program, again, I would say, what it's like planting a seed to know what is available for you. It's interaction. You're gonna have congressmen them over there. I did tap onto.
Hi everyone, we're at the Minority Center. We're out here.
I can go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I did tap onto the owner of the Philadelphia Union. I'm still awaiting my reply, but we were able to interact on July 26th, and this is some of the things he knew about, the junior loan stuff, but he didn't know much about the whole Liberian demographic. And we talk about that. So the program in itself, with elegance and style, have us interact and have conversation. Beside the soccer fee, most of us here, we are intelligent people, I intellect in different fields of life. It may be gun violence, it may be technology, it may be whatever. But let them know we too are here. Not because we are just a minority. We were able to come here, we were able to propel to school, whatever we have you, and interact with them. And to our people now, to let them know it's okay to engage the police. It's okay to engage your councilman. It's okay to engage the representative, because again, they serve you. So our program will be, we feel, will be a landmark stepping stone for the whole community, where everybody will be everybody. I mean, we are charging a little fee. One of the things I said within our program, we're gonna limit a lot of speeches. We only got 4 items on our on our agenda, right? Welcome remark, prayer, welcome remark, honorary closing remark. It's all about interaction. It's all about celebrating ourselves. It's all about honoring people who people least honor. Now I'll give you, and Wisdom know who I'm talking about. A lady that we are honoring, Aramita. Aramita right now, she's not feeling well, her health challenges. But she makes sure her dues are paid. She keep her breast with everything. Wherever there's something to contribute to, she always there. She was one of those lady in the earlier time that used to come on the field to help us, in reference to meals and things. I mean, she would sell a little market, but when we travel, she traveled with us. Somebody we recognize him. Another person was Burman Pusa. These are people who serve this community. And it's our thing to let them know they too are appreciated. It's not, you don't have to wait for something else. We are supporting our own. But to answer your question, it's all about engagement. It's all about planting the seed, not only for POCSA, but especially for every organization, minority organization here, to know what it is. Right now, we should be, thank God I already voted. We are voting for a new president, right? A lot of people here are citizens, they don't even know what voting is. They already know they got a blue book. We got to educate them. We use in sports. Minority center can use something else. Another organization can use that to educate these people. We got people who are past the retirement age. How do we do that? I'll give you this last one. On Family Day, the older folks come over there. We play their music, we cook their, we do their meat, we do their food. They are so happy to be out there. They don't even want to leave. They reminisce about back home. And again, it's not even limited to just Liberians. You know, I just got a call from the Jamaicans. They were just having a Marcus Garvey Day. I was out of town. And they wanted us to come, but because of schedule, we could not make it. But then I started telling him about what we do. They're going to be coming to know what we really do. I'm not talking just about the football team. I'm talking about the leadership, So, again, the whole program, it may be a little pricey, but that's just what it is. We just want to engage with people. And everything there, if I can say, you're walking into hors d'oeuvres at 7 o'clock. Your dinner will be served at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Drinks is on us till midnight. You can't beat that for the price here. Because if you're only getting one a plate, it's $42. If you're only getting it's $20. I'm going to say $75. But we're doing this again to have the police will be honored. Let me throw that in there to also be honored. The Sergeant Grant, when I met Sergeant Grant, he said, "Oh, thank God we got a point person that we can reach out to." We've been talking. He said, I know what the Sierra Leonean got, but I didn't know they were Liberian guy. I will give you one more again. The dialysis center, somebody, a Liberian passed when he died that day. I was at work. They called for it. For this, I don't know him. They called me. I'm like, okay, so Liberian, hold on. And we found out who it was. But I'm saying all this to say engagement, collaboration. That's what it's all about.
Thank you. I mean, I don't think you could have said it any better. Engaging the community and collaborating with our friends to enhance our goal, to make sure that we all can achieve those goals. And I think those are really the key words, engagement and collaboration. We engage people and then we also collaborate with them, which is what Minority Center has been doing. So maybe a little bit outside POCSA, let me talk to the CEO of Minority Center. Minority CEO, where do you see Minority Center in the coming years? What are some of the goals that you hope to really achieve as far as bringing this community together as one? Because I know as Liberians, sometimes it can be difficult bringing each other together. But you have been very successful in doing that. What is your goal? Where do you really see this organization, let's say, a year from today?
Well, this is not the last question, right? Because we're about to close.
This is the last question, and then you're going to close.
Okay, after this one, then I will close, right?
Yes.
That's my last comment.
Yes.
Okay. Firstly, thank you very much. And we have big dreams. What we are doing is our own building, but we think we need to go to a bigger place. We want to have a center where our kids, when they come for summer camp, they can be free. We want to have a center where our seniors can just sit down, even if they are in the wheelchair, they can ride around in the wheelchair in the center. We want to get a center where we can have meetings, bigger meetings, where people can have meetings. The community members can have meetings and do other stuff. So we are getting gearing towards that, and we hope that in the next year we can have a community. We want to have a building here in Philadelphia and another one in Delaware County, and that is our goal. We hope that that can be a reality, so that we can get most of our kids involved. Year time we hope that more people can be able to make use of our services.
Mhm.
People will know that look, these people can test people blood pressure. These people can test people sugar. These people get after school program. These people got ESL program. These people get adult literacy program. These people got the computer literacy program. These people can scan our document if we want it. These people can fax our document. These people can
GED,
help
GED.
us. Yeah, people got GED prep to prepare off our GED test. Because people come from Africa, some of them graduated from high school. To even get a document from back home is difficult. Don't bother going back home to get document. Come and prepare yourself for GED and get your GED paper. You can apply anywhere to go to school. You can work anywhere. It will be respected. Because if you decide to go for the high school document, they want to evaluate it. They want to give you all type of trouble. Why would you want to go through that? If you can just come here, spend a few weeks, and get a GED paper. Yeah. So we want for people to get familiarized with our services. Just we just came off recent. Just today, we were at the Waterside Market,
Mhm.
reaching out to the people. We were testing the sugar, testing the pressure, checking the height, checking the weight, and yeah, we went to the community. So the community can come to us as most often. We went to the community. It will do this most often at the Pennsylvania Old Timer Community Sports Association fourth coming program coming shut up 1 or 2 weeks from now. We'll be there. We'll be doing that. We'll be all in the community. We want for people to utilize services. So these are sacrifices we're making. So yeah, we hope that people will have more visibility in the community. Let more people know us about what we do because people hear the name and people don't know what we are doing. Let people come here to people for should volunteer services. We need people to volunteer services. A lot of people with there are a lot of people who have expertise but are not coming here. They're not knowing. Maybe they don't know that they can volunteer. So we're asking them as like today we're doing the blood pressure. There's another guy who a nurse. He said, "Oh, but I don't know. Eh, Tell me your place so I can come and volunteer." Yeah, we need these things. And I want to thank our people here working with our volunteers. These guys have degrees, but here to volunteer with us for nothing. So we want to thank our staff too for the type of volunteerism they carry out. Yeah. So again, yeah, that's what we want to be. In 1 year time, we want to get bigger, we want to get a bigger space, we want to get more people participating. Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Foley,
Yes, sir.
uh, what would be your parting statement to the community? What, please say something, you know, about your parting statement.
It's simple. If I can put on my pastoral robe for a second, the Bible teaches us that lack of knowledge, our people perish. The Bible also teaches us that write your vision, make it plain, it will not tarry. And basically, all is saying we all carry something in us. My Some of us platform is community. Like if somebody asks me now, say you're a minister, why are you in the community? But that's my platform. I can use that to glorify God the best way I can. If only if one person gets to know that. My parting statement to our community, you know, let's work together. Let's work together. Let's collaborate. It's not about who in charge. When personally, brother, I don't even need to be in charge. But the idea we got to move this community. Like the question you asked, what do we do in 2025? What do we plan in 2025? Right now, we got about, if I'm not mistaken, 20, 30 different associations and organizations. Let's get together and plan something. Sometimes people get angry with you because they will invite you to 6 different programs on the same day. And if you don't go, it become an issue. But if we sit down, collaborate, and plan together. If Take for example, if Minority Center is having something on this day, I don't expect POCSA to plan something on the same day. In that same token, just what you all were saying. If there's an issue concerning lawyer, if there's an issue, I got a couple of kids on a couple of guys within POCSA that are going through some stuff. I know who to send them to. I said, well, call Wisner or call Minority Center because they can help you with this. Vice versa. Something Wisner want to do aligning with sports and other community work. He tapped onto us. I got this kid that plays soccer, blah, and what have you. So my party statement again, knowledge is power. It's not only in the classroom. Let engage. Let engage. There's so much out there for us to get. There's so much out there for us to use. And sometimes we make the mistake. Let's start a year. If we solidify here, we can do better there, which I mean Liberia. But most time we do there and we forget about here. That's why we got people in the street. That's why you go to the prison now, 90% or 85% are they are Liberians. Believe it or not, from Charlotte, North Carolina to Philadelphia. Yes, I'm not limited to this. When I was telling Wisdom, we had a conversation. When I was in DC, I empower young people. Most of the time, I'm going to prison to talk to them. And you ask them, one of the reasons, I just preached a sermon. I was telling somebody went to jail because they were talking about turf. I'm like, seriously? I asked them, why were you fighting about all my space? I said, Liberia, you have a street. They talking about space. Go to school. Learn. Elevate. Whatever passion or vision is in you, don't let it die. Let it come away. Today, again, I become Mr. Wisdom. You have a vision. And I can guarantee you, a lot of people say it won't work. But look where it's at now and look where it will be if we continue to persevere. The same thing with the community. When I tap onto this, everybody say it can't be done that we were in the box. I'm not, some of us are not the one. When we feel something burning, we go after it, and look where we are today. I see POCSA in 2025 and we will lead to another level. We have set the bar that whoever will come next will know what to do for the next generation. One of the things I didn't mention, if I could, when we talk about POCSA, there was a gap between the two generations. The older boys, and almost older boys, or when you talk like, the men I won't be drinking. But did you engage them? Did you engage them to know why they did? Did you talk to one or two of them? Nobody did. Some people did, but they didn't listen. You got to continue to go. Wisdom is my wisdom. When I came here, a lot of people didn't know who I was or where I came from. I started up as a technical. I would pick up trash. They said, but what kind of man are you picking on the trash? If a kid see me picking on trash, a grown man, what do you think he would do next? He will also pick up trash. It's just as simple as that. So my party statement, collaboration. It's not about who in charge. We can move this community to what it is. And that's why they're waiting for. That's why the state is waiting for. That's why the state waiting for. That's why the country waiting for. Today, we have a Liberian, which is my cousin. She's a representative in Denver, Colorado. Nakuda works. Truth be told, a lot of people say she could not make it. I think she's doing her second term now. But let God be praised and you're blessed to give that testimony. I'm blessed to be on the show tonight. Thank you. But come out November 30th and come to have fun. I know it will be a little bit cold. Put on your jacket. Everything will be there. Let's have fun. Spend a little bit and you will see what we would do or what we're about to do.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fuller. CEO, your parting statement.
Well, again, I would like to thank you for the time and opportunity for this evening to participate in the talk show. I think, and I'm also happy that Reverend Foley had the opportunity to express the views and publicize his organization's program that is coming. As I said, there is a community-based communication network, and let us make use of it. So we can advertise our programs here. We can speak of our programs here. We can collaborate here. And so that we cannot have conflict when it comes to hosting program. Maybe as time come by, we bring presidents of organizations. The president of the Old Timer, the Gentleman Club, the Women of Substance, the Glamour Girls, the Best Sisters, the Decorative Sisters. Let everybody just come here and we talk. And we ask them what is when the Basel Group, the Maryland County Association, Grand Julia. So all of them can come on the show because we 10 persons can be here. Then we'll ask the person, for example, when is your year-end program? And one person will say December 10th, 21st. The other person will say November this, November that. We're only doing it so that we can see which organization has the same date. We invite them. We invite presidents of organizations here as they planning their program next year. And yeah, we'll do it. We have the host who is and we have now other persons coming so that we can just speak to presidents of communities and ask them about their programs and what they're doing and to see how we can collaborate in planning programs. We can get schedules. Maybe we will get a schedule or we get a time frame. Say, look, at the beginning of this time, we want to know the schedule of the different events organization when they have their programs. We get a listing. So if your organization come out with a program early, we think you should have edge. So then we can do that. And maybe we can collaborate better so that there cannot be conflicts in these programs.
Mhm.
Again, if in this 10 days motivation statement, I would like to say, well, there is a minority center is for all of us. When we're in trouble, we can solve your problem, but come to us. We'll see how we can get there to alleviate for your problem. If you need something in the community that you don't have, come to us. We can go there and put it out there. Somebody will say, look, whenever they want us to rent the company, I found place for them. When they're looking for a job, they come here, we see we put application. Which are what we here for? You want to apply with social security, come here, we can put your application. You want insurance, you come here, we can see how we can connect you with insurance company. We don't provide insurance, but we refer contact. So that we there, we are social service good.
Mhm.
If you want immigration, we refer to our people that are Canadian. We got somebody who will come here to the immigration paperwork. We got it. So come to us. Feel free to come and sit by Minority Center of services.
I you were kind of stuck. Are you done? Did you close?
Oh, you didn't hear me?
We did. Just the last portion.
No, we didn't hear the last part of what you said.
Reverend, you didn't hear me?
I heard you all through the
No, you
last
went
part.
blank. You went blank. But that's fine. That's fine. We
No,
heard
maybe.
most of it, but the last words you said we didn't really get it. But that
Oh,
is
maybe.
fine.
No. I can repeat myself. I'm saying that people should use minorities, make use of the opportunities we have here at
Yes,
Minority
we
Center.
got all that. It was just the
Yeah,
last word we didn't get.
make use of the opportunity. Come here. If you want any service, come here, provide a service, and get service from us. That's it.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being a part of this show today. Until next time, you have heard it all. The president of POCSA and the CEO of Minority Center. Until that's next time, that's this time with your host, Ahmed Sharif. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of the show today.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, CEO. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the studio. My name is Ponce, the local producer. Thank you, Mr. Alaska Wisner, the CEO of CEO of Minority Center. And thank you, Mr. George Foley, President. Say thank you for your time. Say thank you for everything. Until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed week. Thank you.
Anything that happens, just roll. Go there, stay there, you read there, down there when I leave there. No. Go there, stay there, you read there, down there when I leave there. No. I thought the problem would be go there. Even you don't get money, go there. No, that you how you doing?